Happy New Year! It's January 4th, 2018. I'm Brandon Bonedorfer, and you are on Focus, where we count down the top stories of the past week here in Marshfield. Our number 5 story, emergency situations can be especially frightening to a child. So the Marshfield Fire and Rescue and Marshfield Police Departments have taken an extra step as a friendly presence. Through a partnership with the Reach a Child program, both departments can now offer children in a crisis a reach bag. A reach bag consists of 10 children's books and 10 drawstring backpacks. Our number 4 story of the week. According to the official police report, officers were dispatched to 300 East 14th Street after a 37-year-old Marshfield male crashed into a house. Officers made contact with the individual who was still in the driver's seat and sustained injuries from the crash. As the officers attempted to extract the subject, he made the statement, "I'm drunk." He was transported to the Marshfield Medical Center. This story serves as a great reminder to not get behind the wheel if you are impaired. Let's keep our community safe. And let's take a look at this weekend's weather forecast brought to you by Marshfield Insurance. We're back with our number 3 story of the week. It's been consistently cold the last few weeks in central Wisconsin. Avoiding frostbite and hypothermia involves careful preparation and precautions. Check out Focus for tips from the National Weather Service about how to prepare for dangerously low temperatures. A reminder to keep your pets inside also. If it's too cold for you, it's too cold for Fido. Number 2. Though never bored, Marshfield Fire and Rescue Department had an exceptionally busy week during the holiday season. Responsible not only for fire calls, of which there was 2 in the span of 32 hours, with the entire staff being critical care, paramedics, and EMTs, they also respond to ambulance calls and assist with transports. Visit Focus for a breakdown of what 72 hours looks like in the life of a firefighter, paramedic over the holiday weekend.
Brianna Butler from Focus on Marshfield did an article that's surrounding the 2 fires that we had. This was on Focus on Marshfield on their website and also on their Facebook page. I printed it out in case you didn't see it. It really follows firefighter Jenny Sadowskis through a 72-hour time block that she was on duty, and breaks it out of how busy the crews were and just everything that kind of happened. So it's a day in the life of a firefighter.
And our number 1 story of the week. On December 26, 2017, Marshfield police officers responded to an intoxicated 51-year-old male who had been armed with a knife and was making personal threats to himself. Upon locating the subject at a church, the subject fled in a vehicle after striking one of the police squads. The subject led officers en pursuit back to his residence, where he collided with one of his employment vehicles, where he was taken into custody. We're going to take a quick look at some of the footage from that incident and remind you what Marshfield police officers and all of our men and women in blue endure every day when they're on the line.
Get out of the way!
Dennis, give us your other arm. Give us your arm, Dennis.
I got him.
That video has reached over 1 million people and has had over 250,000 views. It is a prime example of what our officers endure every day when they're in the force and on the line. With many of our public safety issues featured in this week's news story, we want to take a moment to thank the brave men and women who serve and protect our community. At the Marshfield Police Department and Marshfield Fire and Rescue Department, we thank you for your service. And we thank you, all of our viewers, for tuning in over the last month as we developed this platform and this show, On Focus. Tune in next week as we count down the top stories of the first week of 2018. That's the news, and I'm Brandon Bonedorfer.